But even as you go on, right, it's very focused, your professions, your goals to be in one line, in one field only. And what I always tell young Malaysians is you need to always have an open mind, always try to be involved in more than one thing. Of course you have your profession, but always understand that contributions to the country come from anywhere. It is right that you should respect our athletes. Why? Because they foster national unity and they bring inspiration to other young people. It's right to honor the doctors, of course, and we all experienced what happened during COVID, and we owe all of our doctors a huge debt of gratitude. But we should also honor our musicians, because they also inspire us and they stimulate us and they make us share in art and culture. So when we talk about the human mosaic, I think it boils down to respect, right? To acknowledge that what you are doing may be important. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, great. But if you want to be a musician, you want to be an athlete, you want to be a very quiet researcher, that's also great. Everyone has a contribution. Everyone has a contribution to make.
Is where does your food come from? The question is a simple one, and the answer I often get is from the food delivery rider, from the supermarket, from the local mama. Where does your food truly come from?
Care and fair share. Earth cares about caring for the earth, people care, caring for people, and fair share, returning back to take care of the future. You will immediately see two parallels between permaculture and sustainability, because sustainability is about people, profit, and planet. Permaculture, earth care, people care, fair share.
Today and now to share this with you. It's no more a crime. Attempting suicide is no more a crime in Malaysia.
To our reality, or the language creates that reality, it is going to be something that influences us. So the similar thing on the second quote then is about, even though the law has changed, the general population will still consider it, at the least, if it's not a criminal, but a bad act. And that will take a while to wipe away or to get out of the consciousness of the people.
I'm here to talk to you today about the possibilities of what happens if writing is for everyone. So this begs the question, what if writing was for everyone? Or we don't even need to go everyone. What if each and every one of you here today can start to explore writing? And I don't mean it in a journal or keyboard warrior on Twitter kind of way, but as a way to express yourself and to create art. But I'm already seeing some doubtful faces here.
Everyone. It's because no matter who you are, you don't need education or special experiences to go into writing. In fact, it is the writing that will give you the education or experiences. Thank you.
Whenever and at any time. I have a lifetime of struggling through multiple medical and mental health misdiagnoses to only be diagnosed with autism at the age of 35. There's a word for girls like me, the lost girls. Girls who are misunderstood, misdiagnosed, and completely missed despite us screaming and asking for help all of our lives.
Into believing all these labels about myself that I became so lost in my identity. I didn't know where Beatrice starts and where Beatrice ends, and the roles that society expects me to be start and end to. My family disintegrates before my very eyes. Until today, I don't know who to put in my emergency contact. And I remember the day that the neuropsychologist sat me down and gave me my diagnosis and told me, "You are autistic." I was freaking out and I asked her, So what now? Where do I go from here? Did you know that in statistics, girls like me are 9 times at risk and higher to die by suicide? And at that point, I had probably been in the emergency for more times for attempts of suicide than anyone that I know. So much about autism as a tragedy. We speak of how awful it must be for the family. We amplify these views everywhere, and we repeat it so often that it becomes the only narrative of autism that you and I know, that even I myself as an autistic person believes it. And I see it in the autistic youth that I speak to almost every day, that they are not enough. Autism that we seem to delight and expect are the likes of Sheldon Cooper, Anthony Hopkins, The Good Doctor, or The Rain Man. That's my favorite reference. They're male, Caucasian, fictitious, most of them. Girls like me, Asian, female, loud, children who never got a chance to be who they are, children who can't go to school. Where are we in the narrative of autism? I want each and every one of you here to close your eyes and imagine looking into the mirror at your own reflection and repeat after me. I am not normal. I am suffering from this. I am not enough. I am a burden. And I don't belong. Now open your eyes. Take a moment and tell me, how do you feel about yourself now? Imagine hearing this about yourself every day for the rest of your life. This is the reality of those of us autistic people, of what we here are being told and said about us. It is a big part of our life experience, and it's the one big thing that disables us more than my autism. And that is also the power of language and how it shapes our worldview, how we see things and people, and the most important, how it actually shapes our identity. And an identity is so important to the autistic person, environment, and the society that we live in. And also, I think this is something that we rarely ever think of. When we talk about autism, we rarely ever ask ourselves, who is describing this autism? Who is telling the story of the autistic experience? And it is a radical move for us to begin looking inside us and asking us whether are we the right person to tell the story, or do we want to hear it from an autistic person who lives it every day to be the first informant of their life experiences? Why are you telling my story about me, for me, when I am standing, living and breathing in this room? Why are you making programs and laws about me that governs my life without asking me first?